It's a point-and-click adventure game, like the old classics from LucasArts, Monkey Island and Day of the Tentacle. A story that happens in the 1940s in the United States, in a little town in New Mexico. And the main character, Betty, she will wake up with no memories. And as soon as she starts investigating the town, she will realize that the rest of the town don't have memories of their own either. And then you will meet your mother, who's the mayor of the town. She will send you on a very important task. And on your way there, you will find a secret military base that is not supposed to be there. And from there, things get like really, really crazy. And I cannot tell you more without unveiling the plot.
Okay. Is it one of those adventure games where you just take your inventory and smash two things together until you solve the puzzle?
No, we put a lot of effort in that. So every time you use a combination of items, or you interact any item with the environment, you will get feedback from the main character or from the characters around, hinting you a little bit why that thing you did didn't work. So you will never hear it doesn't seem to work. So you will always be a little bit guided if you are lost.
So by here, do you mean voices? You act like someone voiced all this, or is it just text?
It's fully voiced in English, and it's subtitles in 13 languages.
Oh, wow. Neat. You want one?
Sorry?
You want one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fulfilling on your game!
So it's a Metroidvania platformer about a shopkeeper, a bowling ball, and a fateful fall into the world of cave. You use slingshot mechanics to solve puzzles and do platforming challenges to make your way through and learn the story of Norman.
I thought people were coloring over there. What's that about?
Yes, so the coloring. You can draw bowling balls. You have a chance to win access to the closed beta, and also one bowling ball will be fully illustrated and added to the game as a secret found in the world.
You should add Kirby to the game.
Can't do that. Kirby would be awesome though.
Okay. What about Pac-Man?
Maybe. We'll see if we can get the rights. No promises.
Maybe Midway, they'll like to play games.
I'm sorry?
Midway, they'll play games. They'll
Yeah.
pay for it.
So, we got a retro-style game with a short burly man who shoots aliens that look like HR good. So, you want to have some inspiration here from an NES game, the famous Code by Konami.
Yeah, a lot of inflation from like the first and the second Contra, and lots of things from Hard Corps and even Metal Slug.
Okay, there we go. Mookie won't say it. You're brave, I like you.
Oh, thank you.
Do that yourself.
You look awesome as well. You have many eyes.
Yes, that's my best feature, I think. It's also my only feature.
Oh.
So tell me about your games. They look like they have cute animals. I'm already intrigued.
So in Radical Rabbits 2, there's evil rabbits that have invaded your space diner, and your goal is to free your space diner from the evil rabbits by hitting them with a giant spoon and putting them in giant pots.
Oh gosh! First, you say there's such a thing as an evil rabbit, and now you're cooking them into stews? I don't think I can do this.
It's not that hard.
Oh, I mean, it's just, but they're so cute!
Yeah, but they will try to eat you up, so they're not that cute, actually.
No, they are! Trust me, I'm used to people eating part of my body.
Use us. Double Batman for the Batman news.
Oh, okay. I mean, just remove this. I'm gonna hear you well, Batman.
Wait, what? We are Double Batman. There's two of us.
Oh, okay. Hi, Double Batman.
See, now you've got it. So what's this game up here? What are we doing here?
Well, this game is actually called Panzer Paladin. It's an 8-bit game, like really, really retro style. And we're acting on swordplay mechanics and a lot of going into a power armor and getting out. you have like 2 types of character you can live out. So it's like a little bit like you. You're like double. Well, this also have like double character, main character.
Ooh, we are intrigued. Now you guys created that game Playbook, correct?
Yeah,
now
we
in
also
that game
did.
you were a thief. We did not like that. But in this game you were a paladin. That means you are virtuous, correct?
Well, it's really not like Flinthook. So if you didn't like Flinthook was a roguelike. This is not a roguelike. This is gonna be like an action platformer, and it's gonna have a linear game.
But you don't do anything bad. You don't steal things, do you?
No, we don't.
You don't burn down houses. You don't write bad checks.
Nope. We're
Alright.
healthy paladins.
Alrighty. We're okay with it then. We'll let you out of here with a warning.
So, what's up with this photographs?
Hello. So Photographs is an ensemble narrative tragedy game, which is a bit of a mouthful. You play through 5 stories, and each one's got completely different mechanics. It's basically 5 games. You play through these stories, you hear their story. They're all pretty tragic, they're all pretty dark. And then towards the end of the game, you're kind of invited to pass judgment on what you've seen. So maybe there's one story and one character who you do not empathize with at all. You think, you know what, they deserve what they got. But everyone should have one character where they really feel them, they really connect with them, and then they can see what they can do to help them.
I could judge people, and no one even do anything about it. I could say, hey, screw that guy, and that's the game.
Yeah, pretty much. It's well, ideally you'd want to help all of them, but it's more about who you think deserves it most.
I'm sort of, you may not notice this, I'm a supervillain.
Right.
I'm more sort of on the delivery end of the spite rather than the helping people out thing. That's not really my speed.
I see.
So, you think this thing will really help me, like, manage some fictional people and help me that way? Have fun doing that?
Yeah, well, to be honest, in that case, you would love all the problems that befall them, because there are many, and yeah, there are some things you would definitely like. I don't want to spoil it though.
I got one final question.
Yeah.
Do you slide blocks together to make boxes put together to attack monsters and build boats?
Well, it's a bit strange because it's very different from my previous games. The last one is more similar. It is sort of a matching game and about combining things. But no, I think people who have enjoyed my game will enjoy this one, but it is very different.
Oh, it's different then. No one will be interested. Goodbye.
All right.
Well, Littlewood is a peaceful RPG that takes place after you've already saved the world.
Okay, well, I'm glad you got me. If he'd say that's a hero, he'd be like, oh gosh, I want to keep fighting or something. You know, he's that kind of guy.
Right.
You open up like a bakery or something?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different hobbies that you can do. There's fishing, cooking, mining, farming, crafting, a bunch of stuff. And you build up your town and you attract different townsfolk and stuff.
Can you sell weapons to the people in the other RPGs?
Well, there's no need for weapons anymore because the world's been saved.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, what about the sequel? This takes place between like Final Fantasy 2 and 3 or something like that?
Yeah, I currently don't have plans for a sequel yet, but eventually one day.
Cool. Strike one?
Yeah. Oh. Thank you, Jasmine.
Why does everyone call me that? I don't get it.
Alright, I'm gonna eat it now.
Please do. How is it?
It's quite good.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Buncher Game! So, Shadow Fencer Theater is a competitive awkward physics sword fighting game set in the world of shadow puppets.
What's a puppet?
What's a puppet? In our game, a puppet are cardboard cutouts on a stick attached to a hand. So you can see the hands moving the puppets back and
You
forth.
can see the hands moving the thing back and forth?
Yes.
That's stupid. Who would do such a thing? You can see the hands moving the character all the time.
You can, and it makes it very awkward and weird, and I happen to love it. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god! You hung them by their necks!
skills have told us someone ate a banana here at the kart racing tournament. Judge, someone's using illegal performance-enhancing drugs.
Hello. I have an unusual body shape, you might notice. I have no arms or legs.
Everyone is beautiful no matter their body
Oh,
shape.
I know I'm beautiful,
Okay,
babe.
good.
But I just want to think of a good character to cosplay.
Okay.
And pick a one.
I don't know, I don't cosplay anymore. So just make your D&D character and cosplay that, and then it's just LARPing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. I also used to catch a
I'm behind the times, but still. Wow.
LARPing's more fun because then you get to beat people up.
Yeah, and he's so stand back to people and play lightning bolts.
Yes.
And then sometimes they really get hit with lightning. You're really lucky.
Yeah.
So, I didn't win, huh? 9 points, that's good in soccer. Must you rub it in? Did I ever do Sega CD? I honestly can't remember. I'm too late now. That's a Sega CD? Let's start with the only good game on the Sega CD, Sonic CD. Wow, it's really crammed in there. Sonic. You know, that's what the hyper speed of Sonic needed was loading times. Huh? Who was that? Wait, what? Isn't the start of the game? Hang on. That's not the first level. Okay, this looks a little more familiar. Yeah. Oh, the controls are sloppy. Like that. Become a flower? Ah, poor boy. How do I get there? Well, I'm screwed. Oh boy. Oh, you jerk! You know, back in the old days, they'd at least have the decency to color it red. And I'm walking around. I walked off. Oh my god. Ow! I picked it. You're ticking me off.
How you doing?
Let's not go down there this time. Perfectly normal happenstance here. I'm gonna tell you all a true story. When I got this game from the desk, what the guy said we handed to me was, this game has great music. Never noticed that's what they talk about when they talk about all the bad Sonic games? The music was pretty good though. I tell you what, I can't hear it. It's loud here.
Because the game is like, this is not all the time.
Wee! Wee!
I gotta go.
Ow.
I'm around, you know it. I know, the first thing I said was push mom.
Even the tag points look bored to be here. Oh boy.
My Guitar Hero.
What did they put a lock there? See if I can get to you are robotic. Although, who knows if it's still there? It is the future. Whee! Oh, that didn't last long. Is it just me, or is it Sonic so slow? He's got spikes in his feet. You know what? That wasn't particularly hard. Oh, that wasn't actually the last boss. Alright. What are you trying to fall? Oh, hey, that was the last boss. Why is it so long in caps with the rest of it? You're not. Sonic up through! Zone 3. Let's load the next level before I turn this thing off. Oh, Collision Chaos was just the second level. So that's how far somebody else got too before they did exactly what I did. Where I die, and then a pink Sonic follows me and tries to blow me a kiss. Do it again. Spit. That's shocking.
Tell me about your game!
Alright, this is Where the Bees Make Honey. It's a narrative puzzle experimental game starring a woman named Sunny, who's ultimately at a crossroads at her dead-end office job. And during that time, she's looking back at old pictures, and you get to play those memories.
Do you always play the bunny?
No, this is just one specific level. It's kind of a juxtaposition of losing your mom in the grocery store when you're like 6 years old.
Do you play anything else cute?
A monster truck. Other than that, you're a young girl or the adult version of her.
I don't know. Yeah, it sort of had me with the rabbit.
It's a good level. The rest of the game's even better.
What does it have cute bunnies? I don't know. Would you like one?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, tell me about your game.
Oh, alright. So this game is Renane. It is a fast-paced but accessible game all about trying again. So this game's inspiration is really Super Mario World, which is one of my favorite platformers ever. Spelunky for its really tight design. And also, I really am a huge fan of MapleStory. Funny enough, that was like the last one's kind of out of left field. We really loved the world, the cuteness, just the quests that you got to go on. And so we want to capture the platforming of Mario World, the tight design of Spelunky, and this just vibrant world of like something like MapleStory. We're going for a style which actually is a very high frame rate, but low fidelity, because you know, there's only 2 colors per each character in the game. And it's actually, no 2 colors can ever touch. There's black separating a lot of the game. As you can see, there's a guy right here Iron Manning the entire game right now, and I am really impressed.
I'm blushing now.
This guy is a master at this point. Really just destroying this game.
You're doing the interview. Shut up. I know what I'm talking about.
Don't tell me about your game.
So the world next door is about a young human girl named June, and she's visiting her friends on the parallel world of Emrys. Now Emrys is magical, so she is having a great time, but she doesn't make it back to the portals before they close, so she's trapped. And humans don't survive on Emrys for very long because they don't do well with magic around. So she's got to find a way to get home quickly before it's too late.
I thought you were going to say they don't do good out there because they get eaten. Like there's humans like McDonald's over here in the magic world. I'm really afraid of that.
Not quite. Emerins and humans are actually, they coexist in peace, even though that they're separated by the dimensions, the dimensional rift. But they get along quite well. Horace is one of the characters who sometimes joke and give June, the human girl, a hard time, but they're all good friends.
Okay. So, what do you do? Like, is it like a shooter?
Not quite. So there are two major genres represented in this game. You've got sort of a visual novel light, where you are interacting with friends, making dialogue choices that affect your relationship with them, and diving deeper into the story of both June and what she's doing in Emrys, as well as their relationships with one another. There's also sort of a Tetris Attacks puzzle battle gameplay, and it's really best seen, I think, and played. But at its core, you're matching up runes, light runes, with at least 3 or more, and with those runes, those will cast spells. And so you can see in the trailer, you've got 3 green runes, that's going to cure you, you've got shock, all sorts of elements to attack and fight back against the grievances in the shrines, because they will try and get you first.
Mortal Kombat 2? That came out 25 years ago! Excuse us! No Batman for no Batman news! What is this?
So this game is called Dunk Lords. It's a 2-on-2 arcade basketball game mixed with a fighting game. So all the characters have special attacks, and you can even buy gear in between the quarters to give you more powers.
Ooh, 2-on-2. We like that. We are 2. We enjoy this. We need to find some other composite supervillain to fight. Like, we don't know. We like the number 2.
So all the characters in this game, unfortunately, are individual characters. There's no combined characters in the game.
Oh, you had us and then you lost us. Goodbye forever.
Oh, tell me about this game.
Well, this is Lost and Hound. You play as Biscuit, the scent tracking corgi, and what you're doing is you're rescuing people in each level. So you're a scent tracking dog. You're using the information that a dog has that people don't. And the way that you do that is scent trails represented by sound. So as you're playing through the game, you'll hear this low hum, and that means that you're walking where the person you're tracking just went. And when it drops off, maybe that means they veered to the right, and you need to try to find it again. And because of that, it's fully blind accessible. I have a group of play testers and bug testers who are helping me iron out the kinks of the game, and they're fully blind. And the gameplay is just very different, and yeah, it's sort of a play on how dogs receive a lot more information than we do.
It's a corgi, not like a bloodhound.
No, that's right. But there's something hilarious to me about the juxtaposition of somebody who is like lost in the woods, they're in trouble, they need some help, and their tiny corgi legs flying towards them.
I get it.
You do.
Back in the day when there was like Lassie, if there's like, hey Lassie, they fell in the well. And
That's
like,
right.
The corgi will be here soon. He's got tiny baby legs.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Would you like one?
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Can you pet the dog?
Well, people ask that. You are the dog. So, I mean, you can pee. That's something.
Ooh, VR free play. It comes with free motion sickness and conjunctivitis. I'll show them that. Help!
So tell me about your game!
So Nanotale is a typing game. So typing game means that everything you control in the game is controlled by typing words on the game with the keyboard. So you don't have to use a mouse, you don't have to use a gamepad, it's only with the keyboard. So it's also exploration, puzzle solving, RPG game. So you're playing as Rosalind, which is an explorer, and she has to collect lore or knowledge about the world she explored. It's a completely new fantasy world. And by doing so, you gather knowledge, which will help you, like experience points, unlock new abilities, upgrades, so you can cast new spells, access new areas of the world, and explore more and more of it.
I'd like to try that.
Try to get her on the...
It's not working. Your keyboard's broken.
Excuse us. I'm Batman from the Batman News. What is this game?
Yeah, so this is City Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan. It's a game coming out for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox, PC. It's a classic old-style retro game. Borrows a lot of elements from Mario, Castlevania, Mega Man, and our goal was to make a game that fuses all these really fun old games into one new experience. And the goal is to kind of get younger kids to start enjoying retro games, as well as some of the older guys like us to kind of relive those moments with a new quest that we haven't seen before.
We are going to be honest. We've heard this same pitch like 400 times at PAX. What is different about your game? Wow us. Sazz us.
Dude, that's awesome. So basically the big thing about our game, a little bit of a bold statement, but we spent the first 4 or so months of development of the game making sure the controls and the mechanics of the actual game engine feel good. We didn't want our game to feel low quality, so we literally mimicked the Mega Man 2 engine to make sure that your jumping feels precise. You have absolute control over your character. When you get a chance to play our game, the big thing I think that a lot of people notice after playing it is how precise the controls are and how easy it is to get your character across the screen.
We heard you made the music for the game.
Yeah, man.
Is it good? We can't hear anything here, even with our 4 ears.
I know, and we really didn't have much money to get anything but headphones, so you're really going to have to stick headphones. I don't think they'll fit your head.
Which head? We can try either.
Well, I thought it was just on drugs again, like I usually know. But yeah,
Are you on drugs?
No, not right now.
We have stopped you. Hello. So I hear tell you're making a comic about a doctor.
Yes, strange eyeball creature.
Yes, hello. What's up with that comic?
It's Purifier. You can read it online at purifiercomic.com.
Cool. Does mean you're a doctor like me?
Not quite. Doesn't have a medical license. Doesn't actually practice medicine.
Well, frankly, neither do I.
All
I
right.
just say that.
Well, this has been very illuminating.
You mean I illuminating?
Oh my god.
So tell me about this game.
Okay, this is Texas, and Texas is from Italian developers. You are going to type very much, so it's a typing game, and you are exorcist guy in Rome, and there are some strange things going on, and many people are getting possessed, perhaps, yeah. And you have to talk the demons out of them by typing, and at the same time avoiding to get hit by the bullets, because it's a bullet hell game meeting typing game. Yeah, that's really great. And I take one from you. Thank you. Straight from your chest. That's great.
Tell me about this game. What is this?
So I'm Mo from Exogen Studios, and this is our game, Nami Battle Arena. The game's going to be on Kickstarter on the 10th of April. If you're into Super Smash Bros. At all, this is a game for you. Because it doesn't take the mechanics of Super Smash Bros., but it also brings you the aspect of a battle royale, because you have to shoot and compete against other players, while there's also a boss who spawns minions and trying to kill you at the same time. You have so many different guns to choose from. You have special abilities, as well as you have the sniper field where you have to snipe people out. So it's a game about skills, it's a game about maneuver, and then it's a game about not camping.
So I get to smash things?
Yes.
I'm gonna smash your TV! So, tell us about this game.
It's Wrath. It's basically a love letter to 90s FPS.
Well, hold on a second. Last year you guys did something called Ion Maiden. That was a love letter to 90s FPS.
This is Chapter 2.
Okay. talking about blood?
Well, really 90s FPS in general.
Not a specific one.
No, just
not one that begins with Q.
No, basically all 90s FPS.
Okay. So you've got the really big guns of Doom?
So yeah, Doom is of course Doom is a major influence. So it'd be like Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem, Blood, Hex, and Heretic. Basically just taking what we think are the best bits of all these games. Each game did something really well, and then just taking all those things and putting them into one game.
That double barrel shotgun sure looks like it's from Redneck Rampage.
It might be.
What you want to really go for.
You actually fight rednecks later in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, you actually get a banjo later. Yeah.
Does it have the rather clumsy insensitivity of Shadow Warrior?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about the social insensitivity or the...
Possibly like that, yeah.
We are not insensitive to rednecks, no.
Okay. Some stuff is best left in the 90s, like Blossom.
Some stuff, yeah. Well, all the cool stuff we'll bring here.
So, tell me about this game.
So World of Horror is basically a love letter to all the things I love, which include, but are not limited to Junjiito, a manga artists, H.P. Lovecraft, some drama movies from 70s, 80s, body horror stuff like The Thing from John Carpenter, or maybe even some Italian giallo films. And all those things are crammed into the game.
That woman behind you seems to have no eyes. How can she see without 70 or 85 eyes on her?
All the little dots are eyes.
Those are all eyes? Let me get closer. They just look like squares.
Not all eyes are equal, man.
Trust me, I know. So what kind of game is it?
The game is basically an adventure game with some randomized elements. So each playthrough is different. You discover new stuff, new enemies, new encounters. And you're trying to postpone an old god, an eldritch being that's slowly awakening from underneath the town.
So this is my game, Ruby and the Wayward Mira. It is a 2D Metroidvania platformer that I've been working on for a few years. You play as Ruby. She is an alien that's stranded on Earth trying to find her way home. And her friends and family are with her, but they are unused to the mana that's on Earth. So her friends and family are sort of turning insane while you're trying to find a solution to everything. And it's a mix between magic and sci-fi that's set in present-day Earth. There's a lot of Shantae, a lot of Metroid, a lot of cave story references. So if you see any in that, it's not a mistake.
I was gonna say the Shantae thing over her hair is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish my hair moved. My hair is sort of cemented in my head like this permanently forever.
Well, you know, I'm not sure what hair product she uses, but I'm sure that there are numerous.
How much is it? Do you do the art? Do everything?
So it's a team of 3. I am the developer. All of the art that you find impressive is done by Clement Sweens, and the music is done by Geoff Meyer. He is based in Washington, so he's not here today, but Clement is here. He'll be around a little bit. And it's basically us 3. I commissioned some other artists for smaller assets. If you know of 8pixel or Arcade Hero on Twitter, they have some influence in this as well. That's alright. And it's just sort of a love letter to the games that I've played in the past, and something that I thought would be really cool, and it's really exciting to see other people like it. Sure, I'll take one.
There we go.
Thank you.
Let's see Shantae do that, huh?
Yeah, I don't think she can. I think she just turns into a monkey.
Oh yeah, well it seems that way, but it happens sometimes. So, I have a question
for you.
Yes.
You've noticed my grotesque appearance.
Yeah.
Can you get me in the next Five Nights at Freddy game?
I'll pull all my clout. I don't know Mr. Freddy himself. I know the right people who do.
All right.
I think we can make it happen.
But one more
I like the
question.
googly eyes.
Where's your pink mustache? Oh no, I made a faux pas, haven't I? Okay, I'm gonna go in the hole and die somewhere.
Hey, hello, Jasmine. This is
Why does everyone call me that? My name is Princess Candy.
All right, Princessa, that's how you want to have it. So this game here that we're showing is called Nirvana Cyberpunk Bartender Action. It's the sequel to one of our more popular games that we published called Valhalla. And basically in these games you play as a bartender in a cyberpunk dystopia. As your clients come into the bar, you can get to know what's going on in their lives, how they feel about events going on in the city, and what do they want to drink? What do they feel like? What kind of adventure are they looking for in a drink? And when they give you their drink request, it's up to you to say, do I want to serve them exactly what they asked for? Or should I try and change their minds, change how they're feeling with a different drink, a different mood? And the decisions that you make with these drinks changes the outcome of the client's feelings and even the storyline, what events occur in the world.
My goodness, I can't drink at all. It makes me like throw up.
But I mean, if you're into comfortable experiences, I mean, you can play this game with hot cocoa and whatever you think consider to be more comfortable. Settle in for a night and with your computer in this game, and you'll feel right at home. We want to just dig into like sort of experience that people that touches their hearts and makes people feel like, oh, wow, I experienced something really fascinating, but very comforting as well.
Oh God! I think I'm gonna be sick again. I'm so sorry. Please don't hate me. I'm sorry I made a mess.
You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe.
This is why I don't drink.
Well, the bars can always serve you on non-alcoholic drinks.
No, I only had a Shirley Temple.
I'm sure we can make your Shirley Temple in the game. I'm pretty sure.
That's what made me puke.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Just water. There's always water.
What do you got here?
I got Necrosphere and Key.
You have two games? Two games in one booth?
Yeah, we made it.
We like things that are two things that are normally one thing. We enjoy that. Explain the games to us.
Well, Keen is a sliding puzzle that mixes sliding puzzle normal goal that is to get to places with actual combat, so something Batman would do.
Wait. Well, Batman, I mean, there's two of us, remember? Don't say the B word without saying the D word too. There's two of us. So that's cool. We like punching things and kicking things. So that's good. What about the other game?
Well, Necrosphere, on the other hand, is a Metroidvania game you play with only 2 buttons. So it's very action.
You said the T word again. We like it. 2.
Yeah.
Oh. We like it a lot.
2 is a good name.
Yes, it is. Oh. We've never been able to handle so much 2-ness. Oh.
Into the Gungeon. This is our new update called the Farewell to Arms, which is our...
Wait. Have we done this before?
I believe that we have.
This game came out like 3 years ago. What's up? Why are we here again?
Because this is our next update.
Oh no! We're trapped in a loop, just like them! Wait a minute! How do we get out of the loop?
Well, actually, I believe that question is a little bit addressed by this update. But to summarize, some of the players' actions in the Gungeon, which have caused this loop, have sort of broken the time stream a little bit, which has led to one of the new characters in the update, the Paradox, which there's a little bit of deep
lore stuff there, but mostly the Paradox is there to provide a character who starts with random starting equipment, which is something people have been asking for a long time.
Okay. Would you like one? Maybe it'll break the time loop.
What?
Maybe it'll break the time loop. Take the candy.
Thank you.
It didn't help.
No, we seem to still be here.
Oh no.
So, Limited Run, what's this game about?
Limited Run Games is a physical publisher. We typically do a lot of indie games, some AA games. We take previously digital-only games, and we do physical versions of them. That's about it.
What console is it coming out for?
I mean, we do Switch and PS4 and maybe Xbox pretty soon.
Okay. Is it like the opposite of an Infinite Runner? So it's a Limited Run? That's what the game is?
No, Limited Run is just a publisher. It's not a game.
How many players can play it?
A lot. I mean, we're not.
What's it rated?
E through M.
Okay. How much is it?
Anywhere from $24.99 to, I don't know, $100.
I want to play it. What's controller?
There's no controller. It's a publisher.
I don't get it.
It's not a game.
When can I play it?
Anytime you want, man.
Okay, let's play it.
All right, sounds good.
Use us.
Okay.
Well, Batman News.
Okay.
What is this?
It's a game about seniors dating. You play as a senior whose house has been expropriated and replaced by a highway, so you have to move into a retirement residence kind of before you're ready for that. And then it's a lemons into lemonade scenario. Like, do you feel like meeting some people and dating, or are you going to stay kind of a hermit inside a community? And it's a game about love and loss and keeping your sense of humor in the face of change.
We definitely understand loss. The love part we're not so clear on. So you're not a young double Batman seducing a bunch of old ladies. You're also old?
Yeah. So you play as an artist who works in the country, sort of like lived a life in the country where you were a set painter and a handy person, and you kind of like, you're a creative type, and you inherited the house. And so when you move in, you're about 70. I think canonically the character's like 78 when you move in. So you're not like young old, you're old. And you can have a pet. You have a pet. There's like a dog or a cat or a robot that you get to sort of share the adventure with.
You said the word robot, we became interested.
Yeah. It's a companion robot. We're set in the near future where you can have companion robots.
Companion robots.
Yes.
In the future. Are you sure this is appropriate?
Oh, no, it's not that, no, not that kind of companion robot. Like, just like a butler, or like, sorry. You can only date humans in this game.
This whole thing is kind of a disappointment.
I'm sorry. So it's a dating sim, but it's also like in the format of a visual novel, so mostly it's a conversational-based game mechanic, and the choices that you make are going to bring you closer to being friends with or enemies with the sort of 8 dateable characters.
We have no friends. We only have enemies.
It will be hard for Batman. It would actually be really funny in the game.
We are not one Batman. We are double Batman.
Double Batman. It'll be very difficult for 2 conjoined Batmans to move into a retirement community. There's probably a lot of judgment. But you have to face it, and
we have 4 arms for hugging or for
that's
punching.
a lot of hugging arms. It's true. That's it's a great benefit. There's a lot of, you can hug with one set of arms and you can punch with the other, so there's sort of love-hate.
We could, we do not. All 4 arms are for punching exclusively.
Okay. You could play a mean game of bridge, because you could actually be partners in a bridge game. You could, but I guess you're facing in the wrong direction for that to really work out. Is there no way for you to separate and be across the table? And it's because like,
what do you mean separate?
I don't know. Be like double Batman, but like you can't see each other's cards. I guess you can't in that format either. How do you feel about cribbage, double Batman?
You got us so confused.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think about your future.
Now we're doing this.
Napping.
Yes, sleeping like that.
Good night, double Batman.
So, where's everyone else?
I deleted them. Today's all about me.
Oh no. You're not gonna delete me, are you? Are you Thanos? Did you snap your fingers and it hit the beard?
No, I don't have that quite power. I can't really do that unless I really wanted to, so.
Well, let's make sure you don't make you want to. Here, have some.
I'm all full. Thank you, though.
Please.
I can't.
It's an insult. It's the same color as your hair, see?
I appreciate that, but I just had lunch. I appreciate that.
Well done.
Oh, so there you are. So, you define yourself as an angry video game nerd who likes things and is very angry. Now, I started my career the same way, but 8 years later, I just can't keep up with it. So should I transition to the smart and sensible man that you are, or should I double down and should I become even angrier about stupider things? What's the best career move?
I don't know, angrier.
Angrier?
I guess.
I'll start right now. Is that good?
Shake those eyes, shake those eyes. There you go, just like that.
I think we're having a heart attack.
Wow, he really had a heart attack.
What is this?
Hey, what are you doing here? You got your hands all over me.
What is this? What are we doing?
I am Dr. Eyeball Charge. Why are you holding me like that?
Is this a bit? What's happening?
Excuse us. Double Batman for those Batman news. What is this?
Oh!
Yes.
Are we starting?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I
just usually just jump on people into this.
Oh, okay.
Is this alright?
Yeah. No, it's fine.
It's all good.
Sorry.
Is it alright if this blooper appears at the end of the video?
Yes.
Okay. He said yes. So, because something like that, I don't want to embarrass anybody without cause. So.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Take two. Let me just get you back to focus. He's here. So, tell us about this game.
And you have other characters as well.
Yeah, I got the other guys in here too. Dr. Lefton's down there. She seemed like the obvious choice though.
Good,
so that's actually not a Sega CD.
It's a CDX.
It's a CDX, yeah.
Interesting.
And it's Garbo.
They're not that